I'm sitting in my house Saturday evening, and my mom called me to thank me for the beautiful flowers I sent her for Mother's Day. Having a wonderful Mother's Day. So we went through our conversation, and then she goes, "Your father wants to speak to you." Now, that's always a big deal because my father never really speaks to me that much.
It's almost like there's an announcement and then your father appears.
So I knew it was big. He goes,
"Look, I was watching television. I tuned by the Met game. And they mentioned your name."
I go, all right. I go, "Gary threw out the first pitch. He's been really nervous." My father doesn't even hear anything. He just goes, barrels on. He goes,
That's right. Look, so I never saw a pitch so horrible.
I go, "What?" He goes,
I never saw when they would show a pitch on TV like this. I tuned by, and they're talking about Howard Stern's producer throw out the first pitch. He says, "You never saw a ball thrown like this."
I go, "Oh, my God, Dad. His worst nightmare is that the pitch would be wild." He goes,
"Wild? I never saw a pitch like this in my life."
Now my father's goofing on Gary. And I'm like,
oh, my goodness.
I said, "You don't know how unbelievable this is because this is Gary's worst
He
nightmare."
literally talked himself into his worst nightmare.
I immediately watched it. And Beth looks at me and goes, "I've never seen a pitch like this." So Beth and I go, "I got to call Gary." I called Gary. I go, "Oh, what happened?" He goes, "I'm on my second Scotch bowl." Yeah. It was unbelievable.
Really? He was that devastated that now he had to get drunk?
He had to get drunk.
Some fortitude.
I go, "That was your worst nightmare." He goes, "I don't know why I did it." So I didn't want to start busting his balls too bad.
Right then.
I mean, for the Daily News newspaper to say.
Comment even on a pitcher.
I mean, to say it's the single most embarrassing moment in the history of first pitches. Gary Dell'Abate, we all know him as Baba Booey from the Howard Stern Show, delivered what has to be the most embarrassing ceremonial first pitch in baseball history Saturday. He had been talking for weeks on the Stern Show about doing this, and Saturday he finally got his shot. Here it is. Why did you do this?
Well, first of all, there's a couple of things going on. I'll let you.
Do you know right away that was the right after you released it? When do you realize this is going horribly wrong?
So I'm standing on the side, and I've got like 8 minutes before I have to go out there. I'm just getting more and more nervous, nervous. I start to do that thing that I do. You know
Lick
how
your lips?
No, dry heave.
Oh,
Dry
I didn't
heave.
even know you did that.
Like when I get really nervous, I start to cough like I'm going to throw up.
Oh.
Gee, I didn't even know about that disgusting.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah. I thought you meant licking your lips and teeth.
No. I start to get the dry heaves.
Wow.
So I'm doing it on the side, and the guy that's with me from the Mets is looking at me like I'm out of my fucking mind. Right. When I get it, so I've been given so much advice from so many different people. Some people say, just go out and throw it, don't
what
pitch.
What kind of advice are they giving
some people say, just go out and throw it and don't pitch. And some people say, go and pitch. And what that was a bad combination of me saying, I'll pitch, and at the last minute go, no, I'll just throw it.
You didn't think it was going to be this big. Then.
No, I didn't think it was going to be this bad.
He embarrassed the whole family.
Have Mary and your sons been relocated yet? Aren't they in the witness protection program?
So we get home on Saturday, and I'm really bummed out. Mary's like, God, I've been putting up with this for 2 weeks. Is this going to go on now?
Right.
I go, Mary, it's all over the fucking news.
Yeah. Here's Gary from another angle. You see, he didn't pick up his hand high enough over his head or something.
And it releases too early.
And now he knows the pitch has gone bad right here. Ooh.
There's a beaten man.
You look like a beaten man.
So I got a buddy who works for Rawlings, and he knows all the players. And he sent me back a note. This is probably the most stinging one of all. I got reports from all the players. It's worse than you imagine.
Oh, my God.
So that means the players are now it's like the inside joke of the clubhouse.
Yeah.
But here's the question. Will this go away eventually, or is this one of those things that's just always going to be very, very prevalent on the show?
Always going to be very prevalent on the show.
All right.